All this memory card swapping is getting very tiring at the moment, so yeah, I will end this video soon, quickly after the PC section. And again, I'm sorry if this is dragging a little bit, I've just not done anything like this before, because I'm used to editing a lot. Let's see. Oh, Resonance of Fate. Again, a game, I didn't mind what format I got it on as long as I owned it. And yeah, kind of an interesting, unique sort of game where you press a button and you leap over enemies and you can hit them with guns, and it's hard to describe, but it's a unique experience, honestly. Undersold though, but yeah. Also has Drake from Uncharted's voice in it. Oh, another Kinect game. Rise of Nightmares. Yeah. Yeah, this is, it's silly. Very, very silly, gory, but silly. And the controls, they would be unplayable unless there were a method where you stick your hand up in the air and you walk forward automatically. So at least it has that going for it. Saints Row 1. Yeah. I've actually, funny thing is, I've never beaten Saints Row 1. It just never. What I have beaten, I've beaten Saints Row 2. Which I'm going to rebuy on the PS3. Saints Row the 3rd, which I had the full package edition of, and I've yet to even play Saints Row 4, which I heard is the best one, actually. I'm trying to look for the Game of the Century edition, or the... Oh, I think it had an alternate title in America. But yeah, weirdly, that version is only available from Germany, for some reason. I heard it wasn't censored, though, which is a good thing. Oh yeah. Secret Service, aka Call of Duty, but with Secret Service agents. I don't like Call of Duty, but I kind of like this because it's just ridiculous. But it has really horrible level design, because there's like a bit where you circle around a hedge and it's just completely implausible. And again, the battery's starting to get low on this thing, so... Oh, brilliant collection here. Just realised my shelf is starting to tilt here. Hello, fish. Anyway, Serious Sam collection. Yeah. This is one of the best Xbox Live collections I've played in a while, because they did do a collection before this with just Serious Sam 1 and 2, but this includes 3, and I think that 2D platformer, that was just okay. Yeah, so I think it was Double D XXL, and oh, it includes the DLC for the third game, which is pretty good. The third game is one of my favourites so far, but I kind of like the old schooly ones as well, so those are very good. Also, there's no manual, but at least that means it's all on the disc and not some kind of download code. But I think the third was coming to the PS3, but they may have canned that, I'm not quite sure. But I'm glad that, you know, just to let people know, there is a collection for all of these if you do own a 360. So that's at least something. That's probably going to fall over in a mo. Great. Splatterhouse. Took me ages to find this, and it's well worth it. Just, yeah. Ridiculous, gory, silly fun, and you can hear Winnie the Pooh swearing in it, which is always fun. Or Dr. Robotnik, the voice actor, what's his name? Jim Cummings? Yeah, does a ton of voice work, yes. Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. Don't fear the Ripper. The Ripper, whatever it's called. Anyway, this guy is unfunking believable. That's an obscure reference to a PC game. Yeah. It's a PC port of a onto an Xbox 360 point and click sort of thing. Yeah, it's interesting. It's playable. You have to be in the mood for these sorts of weird, clunky games, because otherwise you kind of get frustrated with the mechanics, or at least I do. Yeah, weird case with this one here. This is an exclusive, but it's also on the PS3, but only in Japan. So I opted for the 360 version because A, it's available in this country, and B, I can't read or understand Japanese at all, so that would have actually broken my experience for me. So yeah, it's actually my favourite of them so far, because this is a bit more refined than Symphonia, but I want to beat Symphonia on the PS3 first, because it's the I think the first one. I'm not sure if there was one before that, but at least it's the first one to my knowledge. Tenchu Z, or Z. Not a lot of people seem to like this, but I like the idea of creating your own ninja and then leaping about and doing missions and all that sort of thing. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I'm no good at the other Tenchu game I own, but I'll probably try and find one of the PS2 original Xbox ones at some point. So that's something. Oh, and a second version of Splinter Cell Double Agent. That's one I've yet to beat, actually. But I mean, again, both the original Xbox and 360 ones, despite having the same cover art, are completely different games. In fact, this one's actually slightly more like a classic Splinter Cell, whereas this one tries all this espionage stuff, just planting stuff in filing cabinets or searching filing cabinets and stuff like that. It's alright, but the time restrictions are really strict, so you kind of have to be quick on that one. But it's alright. Yeah, I will beat it someday. Let's see, there's Conviction, which I already completed some time ago, so no worries about that. Oh, Star Wars: The Complete Saga. Yeah, as you can tell, I don't own a lot of Lego games, but I will get the good ones when I can. Yeah, this one I bought from a friend in college actually, and it's actually, I think the reason it's kind of hard to find, or at least kind of expensive, is mostly because LucasArts was shut down when, you know, Disney bought them out, and Traveller's Tales are now owned by WB, who do other licenses and stuff, but still weirdly the Marvel games, which is a bit strange. But yeah, so I think that's why it's slightly hard to find, and probably why it hasn't seen. Well, I mean, it's not rare or anything. It's just you don't see it in the shops all that often because people want to hold on to them, as will I. And right near the end, more Xbox Live Arcade collections, because why not? Yeah, Arcade Unplugged and that, like two of the first ones I ever got. And from 99p stores, U-Star 2 for the Kinect. And downstairs we own a PS3 version because I don't often lend my 360 out downstairs to my other siblings. Yeah, you can act out scenes of the Terminator and stick yourself in it. Kind of works. In fact, the Kinect interface is a little better than the PS3 one, but that's not saying much. I only have it because it was very cheap. But yeah, that's just kind of there's a lot of space there for more PC ports and stuff, so I'll look forward to that day. And moving on to the PC, start off with a big one here, and they're not in alphabetical order, so this will be slightly clunky to sort by. Super Meat Boy, the rare edition, ultra rare edition, I think it is. Kind of is now because you can no longer find it. Comes with a T-shirt, which I've actually packed up in the suitcase over there. What's this? Yeah, so it would come with this poster. I don't want to turn this into an unboxing video because why not? Now, main issue with this. Okay, yeah, it's a very nice box and stuff. You know, you got all this neat little things. You know, you kind of push out the little cover. Got the little sleeve. Yeah, it's boxes within boxes here. But my main issue is this. Okay, the game data isn't on the disc itself. It's a Steam code, and all the soundtrack and extra features are on the disc. Now, when I buy a game, I want it in the box. So what I had to do, actually, I had to ask a friend of mine to find me an exe file, and then I burnt it onto a disc and just stuck it in the case. So technically, this is legal because I own it here and on Steam. So if there's an exe file that exists out there on the internet, then why couldn't they put it on the disc here? I have no idea why. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, same here with Alan Wake. Yeah, this is another issue with it. Okay, got this slip case and a very nice little extra stuff. You can slip that out. You got like I've got some postcards around somewhere. Oh, and the disc keeps falling out because the case is so, yeah, case keeps popping open. You got a soundtrack, but I think on the 360 one you actually get one more. In fact, for comparison, I'll get it over in a mo. But yeah, again, Steam code written on a disc, and you don't get any game data, or at least not to my knowledge on it. So, and that really ticked me off because it barely runs on my PC, and I can't return it because it's a PC game, and you apparently can't return PC games, which is just absolute bollocks, to be honest. So I had to buy the 360 one, and actually this one's a little nicer, in fact a lot nicer, because it's textured to look like a book, because the main character is a writer. I think I'm very nearly close to finishing this, so that'll be fun. So yeah, this one actually had a lot more effort put into it. Like, you get a poster, the game itself. Yeah, again, not a Steam code. What's this there? Oh yeah, the soundtrack and bonus disc that actually includes a commentary you can install. So again, not a download code. I think there was some DLC for it, but that's expired. So, you know, at least there's one extra thing and a whole book, which I am gonna read that at some point. In fact, I think I sort of did, but I think I'll complete the game. But yeah, it's like a full, proper book. So that's kind of amazing, actually, considering how slapdash and lazy the PC one was. I mean, I'm not against Steam, but when you put, but I have to emphasize this: if you put a game on a disc, it has to be on the disc, not a code. You know, it's just a concept that shouldn't be that hard to occupy. I mean, heck, you know, most of the PC games I own are from early 2000s because I know the data is on the disc, and it's just all there. You know.
So, and also that's why I opt for console most times, because I know it'll actually work, because as I say, my PC can run jack shit most of the time. So, yeah, slight rant there, but I'm just saying, you know, PC, okay, good platform for indie stuff, but it has to be handled well. I mean, hell, Limbo, which I own on the PC, is an exe file on the DVD. So I don't understand why they can't do that. I know it's probably something to do with, you know, people trying to copy it and all that, but, you know, I legally own this. I don't want to not own, like, have the box and not have the game inside it, you know. Just, yeah, just a weird foreign concept to me. Maybe I'm just slow to this whole Steam PC thing. I don't know. Yeah, now aside from ranting about bloody Steam codes, I've also got games from 99p stores. Hooray! Yeah. Just weird ones like this first-person shooter called Vivisector, which isn't actually all that bad and has an intriguing premise, to be honest. It's based on the island of Dr. Moreau, where some madman, mixes animals and humans and weird shit happens, and they've turned it into a first-person shooter. Not bad, though. Border Zone, which I actually saw on sale on Steam, and I got it for 99 pence, so it's actually cheaper. Ha! And now I actually own it in a box. I had to stick it in a PS2 case because it was one of those awful... yeah, you can, what was it? Yeah, so, yeah, just the old PS2 box, because the actual case, I think, was actually breaking the disc, because it was just so poorly made. Let's see. Good old Broken Sword. Yeah. Funny thing is, I own, yeah, this first one in a DVD case. The second game, if it is down there, and I'll probably see it later, in a dual case, and the third game on PS2. So, yeah. Let's see, more ones like Fear, which I own on the 360. That's a bit of a sticker residue there. Clive Barker's Undying, which I've yet to plan. I got for 50 pence. It's funny seeing price comparisons. It's like, at one point this was much more expensive than what you actually paid it for. What a time we live in. Unreal, with a rather horrible yellow border. Yeah, it's funny seeing an Unreal game without a subtitle, actually. Wallace and Gromit's Grand Adventures. I've yet to finish the actual first episode, because again, I'm not very good at point and clicks either. I love point and click games. That's a lot. I mean, I own a lot of point and click games, but I just can't. Yeah, a lot of puzzles just escape me until I'm like, oh wait, that's how you do it. I know that's meant to be the point, but I'm like, I feel like a real idiot up to that point. Like, anyway, that's fine. And this is the only way to actually get it on a disc, because the only other method to get it was through Xbox Live, and it was rather expensive, so I had to avoid that. Let's see, joint operations. Yeah, probably smoking some joints there. A drug joke. A Sega Saturn game on a PC disc. Enemy Zero. Yeah, actually, I surprisingly managed to get this working in Windows 7, but yeah, I'm not very good at it, because the enemies will instantly kill you. But it's kind of an interesting, weird game by Warp, which is a very cool name. Messiah. Yeah, you play as a weird naked, not naked, well, you play as a weird cherub, that's what it is, yeah, cherub, and you destroy robots and all that sort of thing. Kind of fun. Well, a game it was horrible, but I bought it anyway, called Sniper Path of Vengeance, because apparently there's barely any sniping in it. Who can say? I've just not played it yet. I mean, I'm seeing shotguns on the back package, but not sniper rifles, so I don't know. It'll probably be kind of funny, actually. Star Wars sorts of things, kind of fun. Although I can only get them to work on an older PC. Boabyte 3D, which I think is a 3D remake of the mobile game Snake. I don't really know. All I know is I found this for £1 and it looks terrible, so that's why I wanted to play it. Discworld Noir. Yeah, before LA Noir, there was Discworld Noir. Yeah, I like Terry Pratchett's stuff, and I actually wasn't aware there was a PS1 version of this as well, but I think the PC is a better platform for this sort of thing, because it will load faster and just generally be more fun to play in terms of clicking. The first Hitman, where he looks kind of bonier than usual, honestly, on the cover. Again, yeah, this is the only one I've yet to finish of the Hitman games, because I've done all the other ones. It's just this one I've yet to finish, but I will do someday when I actually get my head around it. As Diablo, here's a special one. The last visit I was around, I mean, the visit before the last, when I went to my grandparents' house, I found this in a charity shop, and It's a 3D rip-off of Streets of Rage and a point-and-click game which I cannot get working on either Windows 7 or Windows 98. And the funny thing is with this, it's a point-and-click game, but the last level rips off, I think, Wolfenstein 3D. At least that's what I heard. And it was mistakenly rated an 11 because this has tons of gore in it. So that's kind of a funny mistake in it. So they should have rated it something else. So yeah, I really want to play Hopkins FBI, but unfortunately only the Rage works. So I will play that someday and laugh my head off at it. Ooh, Thief 1 and 2. I like Thief, but I want to actually beat it when I can. I've yet to buy the Thief reboot on PS3 again because I don't see the point of getting the PS4 version because it's just higher res and all that. Let's see, Red Faction, Ragdoll Kung Fu, which is bizarrely rated 18+, despite there being not much violence. Well, there is violence, but it's not realistic in any way. Half-Life Generation, which contains a ton of expansion packs. It's very good. Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Knuckles. Wait, no, that's the super rare edition. Never mind. With Virtua Fighter 2. God damn it. I don't know about other people, but I do not like Virtua Fighter. Like, I tried the Mega Drive one on the PSP collection. It was just really annoying. Like, all the voices, the freaky character movement, just... ugh. But yeah, this collection's quite good, even though I'm not much of a Sonic person. But yeah, fun. I think this is my brother's collection, actually, so... ooh, a game from a supermarket. And appears to star George Clooney. Yeah. This is why Superman works alone. Or something like that. Apparently Premiere has a gold sleeve. But yeah, this was £1. Brand new, sealed, in a in a supermarket. And that's what I got that with Prototype 2 on the same day. After we saw Guardians of the Galaxy. So that was quite good. This was in 99p stores in a 3-pack along with a Popeye DVD. Yeah, it's like a strategy thing. I don't really like strategy, but it was super cheap, so I thought, why the heck not? Knight's Adventure. Oh, Knight's Adventure! Yeah, you have to put a Stallone lip on that one. My word. More description on the front than there is image. Well, dropped it there. I can't really tell what you do in this game. Maybe move grids around? I don't know. I'm going to have to look at that later. What else is there? Ooh, Virtua Cop 2. Yeah, I actually got this to work, but bizarrely no music. I don't understand. Oh yeah, this is just a plain weird one. I know I've probably said that before, but man, this is a weird one. Okay, it's basically a ton of ROMs they stuck on a disc. You see Mario in there, and they have what Banjo-Kazooie, Lufia. It's kind of Bruce Lee game. It's basically a mixture of SNES and N64 ROMs they stuck on a DVD. I don't think I paid anything for this because the shop owner was just so baffled that they had it in stock anyway. Oh, there's the 2 No One Lives Forever games. So hopefully these should be more playable than the PS2 one. Oh, Amiga Classics Volume 2 from HMV, which I don't buy anything from because I actually went there to buy a case for my Wii U to protect it from scratches, but their Wii U selection was unbelievably small. It was just the popular games like the Marios and all that, and nothing else. So yeah, no, I'm not shopping it there again. But no, they had this Amiga Classics thing. I didn't buy it from HMV, but I bought it from somewhere else. But yeah, this seems like an interesting selection and could be worth a play if I can get some of these to work at some point. I don't know. Oh yeah, Bubble Bobble, Puzzle Bobble, Bobble, Rainbow Islands. Yeah, on a disc. Yeah. See, Dark Basic, some kind of game creator with some creepy pyramid. And to play this one actually. Focus. Yes. Yeah. It's one I've. Yeah, because I like these sorts of weird old game creator ones. I've had to have another one around somewhere which I've yet to find, and the rest is just kind of demo discs and all that sort of stuff. Nothing really that interesting. The only thing that really stands out is this DVD region importer thing, but I think my PS3 can play region locked DVDs. At least I think so. Or I just use my PC. Unfortunately, though, it requires this kind of card thing you have to plug into the PS2 at the same time. So I don't have much use for that at the moment. It's all right though. And this karaoke for PlayStation 2, karaoke hits, but it's actually just the DVD. and it's full of awful songs, at least I think covers of them or something like that. Now on the home stretch, PC games in dual cases. Yeah, a lot. I mean, I'm not much of a PC player, but when I find generally interesting looking games, they may not be very good, but I tend to pick them up anyway. But it is random if they'll work or not. Like, it's just bizarre ones I own, like a version of Final Fantasy VII for £2 that I found, and yeah, it's the PC version. I thought it was the PS1 version because I was like, oh, there's a PC version? I didn't know that, but then it's kind of evident by the IDOS logo, who did a lot of PC ports. Now, I own this on PSN, but I haven't got very far into Final Fantasy VII because, frankly, I don't really like it all that much. It's like this, I know it's like one of a very well respected game. At least the last time I checked it was. But it's just kind of, you wander around these pre-rendered environments and enemies pop up and you kind of do these moves, and then sometimes the enemies will nearly instantly kill you. Or at least I'm just not very good at turn-based games. So that may be something to do with it. But yeah, no, at least I own it in some form. Oh, Star Trek Borg. Not really a Star Trek person, but the new movies aren't that bad. This is an FMV game, and surprisingly, I got it to work. Because most of these require, I think, Windows 3.1, but I managed to get it to work on like an actual 98 PC I have. Apologise for possible screaming kids outside. But yeah, FMV goodness. Ah, dang it. Seems like we're back to the old crappy camera. But at least it seems to actually record and use up less gigabytes than it does the other camera does. So hopefully for this last stretch it should be at least visible. What else do I have? Oh yeah, hidden in a CD rack I found one time. Metal Gear Solid. Yeah. I have the PS1 one as well. But yeah, I didn't realise they made a PC version. I mean, I did get it to work, but I just thought, well, yeah, I mean, I already own the PS1 version, so I kind of already played it, so there's no real point to play it again on PC, so I don't know. But it's nice to have around, I guess. MDK, yes. I own the sequel on PS2, and that's the only reason I've played it. Although this one, I can't seem to get it to run on any PC. It just keeps recognising it as a music CD. Oh, randomly I have some Shrek audio books here. I'm not going to go into the Shrek memes. No. Super Shrek Kart and other things. Super Shrek 3D and... no. Oh, Blade Runner. I can't get this to work either, because I think it's mostly heavily FMV. And look, that's not Harrison Ford. Earthworm Jim. Actually, this is a printed cover, because I can only find online. I could only find the back to Earthworm Jim 1 and the front to Earthworm Jim 2 in German. But it's actually both games, which is why I printed out Earthworm Jim 1, because well, Earthworm Jim 2 on the front and Earthworm Jim on the back. Hold on, yeah. So yeah, there it is. I'm holding the camera at a slightly weird angle here. 2, then 1. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I can't play them on any PC though, so I don't know. I'll probably get it working via DOSBox or something. I don't know. I don't know if it is a DOS game. A lot of these are. Tacky on the Fringe, which I think stars Bruce Campbell or something. Let's see. Oh, this one that looks like it has FMV, but I haven't got it to work. Torrens Passage, and it's by Sierra, so it should be quite good actually. There's like this creepy-looking person. I mean, I'd love to get the cinematics of this sort of game, or just look it up on YouTube. Maybe I'll do that after this video, who can say. Action Man is here. What my brother found. Disney's classic video games. And I think this is the platformers. I think it's Jungle Book, Lion King and Aladdin. They might be the SNES games, I'm not quite sure. But I'll have to look at that when I can, because it describes controls in here with a very short-looking Pumbaa. Left arrow, right arrow, up arrow. So it's not some sort of activity centre. So what I'm guessing is it's the actual platformy sort of game. So that should be interesting to look into. See, there's Action Man games, 2 of them. One covered in stickers and another not. It's the same game, just one's covered in a ton of Action Man stickers. Only you can prevent crappy licensed games. I don't know. This is an Art Attack. This is an Art Attack. This is a PC game. Yeah. Good old Neil Buchanan and his very orange face on this cover, at least. I doubt he's that tone in real life. Yeah, this was like an art show that showed on kids' TV in the UK, and it was pretty good actually. I think it made up the phrase try it yourself, or here's one I made earlier. Stephen King's F13. Ooh, the mysterious key that doesn't exist. Oh, the Stephen King with a beard. Ooh, UK PS1 DVDs, not DVDs, CDs. I just knocked over a ton of them. Hooray! Yeah, these aren't all of them, but just like a few discs. If there's the one that I'm thinking of, yeah, Crash Bash. I heard that if you enter in a cheat code for this, you actually get the full game, or at least you unlock all the mini games. Right at the end here, PS3 discs. This isn't really delving into PCs, it's more delving into weird demos, but again, they just don't do these days because due to the PlayStation Network, but at least it allows you archived versions of demo discs, of demo versions of games in physical format. So at least that's something. This is why I'm actually seeking out more of them. Speaking of that, at one point they were giving out a ton of these at a shop for free. Actually, what it is, it's actually they're meant to be promo copies for the second Metro game. Yeah, this is when Deep Silver bought out the property of Metro. At least I think they did. Yeah, as well as Saints Row actually. So this is a Steam code. I don't know if this one's been used on it yet, so feel free to try it and see if it works, if it's not expired already. But now you get like a free copy of the first game, which actually does have the THQ logo on it. You get a free copy of the first game, and it was meant to come with the second game when you pre-ordered it. So they actually had too many of them at the shop, and they were chucking them out. Tenacious D. I don't collect CDs often, but when I do, it's weird shit like this. Super Mario Land. It's like a semi-rap album over the Game Boy music. It's really weird. And the last thing to show, something very special, and I have a lot to talk about. Only the brave can rescue the kidnapped princess. Great. There's actually a custom box up here, which I'll actually nab shortly. So put this down there, and I'll do a weird zoom thing as I stand up, get the box down. So yeah, this was a joke birthday present for my brother, because we looked up the game online, and yeah, it's just a great YouTube poop source essentially. It's absolutely excellent. This isn't a real box for it. My brother made this out of an old chocolate box, as you can tell by the weird stuff, like by the bizarre captions like this. Yeah, and that screenshot. And a stretch. I just can't look at this thing without laughing, honestly. It's based on the video Only the Brave Can Poop the Kid, That Princess, where the king is chasing himself constantly. And at least I think the sequel, I'm not quite sure. There were like 3 of them. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, yeah. So the actual game. So apparently it's not really that. It's actually not that common. Honestly, we got it for like £2 offline, not offline, online, and it's impossible to finish because there's a rafting minigame that goes way too fast or way too slow or just crashes entirely. And there's actually more sequences after this because, as you may have seen in the video I made, Amina Evil, starring I Am Mean and the CDI characters, I actually used backgrounds from this, and I actually managed to extract them from the disc itself. I actually may post them up at some point. But what they're actually JPEG images, and JPEG and PNG and bump map images, I think, as well. I don't dare take out this manual in case I damage it. Well, I can, kind of. But yeah, this is the last major thing. But yeah, this disc has the infamous Ducky, or Lucky, on the front. The duck who keeps talking to you in a Brooklyn accent. At least I think it's Brooklyn. And, yeah, it's just this like, you can play it up to a point, and then that rafting minigame will stop you dead. And it actually details, this manual actually details other sections after it, like the story, the characters including Gwonum the White, the king eating food all the time and dancing, annoying as heck, this guy, the page who raps all the time, very sensitive, yeah, and it actually shows you how to do the sections, but it doesn't tell you how to beat them, it just shows you them, like this mini game with monsters, this mini game with gears, this one where you have to find coloured ribbons, this one where you go over and over a wall via a catapult, and the king goes, "Here I go, Super King," and stuff like that. Escape the Dungeons. This one you can barely see because the screenshot is just too dark. There is colour there, and this camcorder probably isn't helping matters. Oh, and the raft minigame. Yeah, this is where people would get constantly stuck, or at least the one person, I think, Hoskins? Yeah, Hoskins, I think, was his name. Will just keep... Yeah, this is where you can't pass it. After this, there is another minigame, something to do with knights. And I think I actually managed to extract the audio files, and they keep insulting you and making really annoying noises. And I think that's the last minigame, because that's the only one there before they have an ad for other games they have. So this is the most in-depth I've gone into a single game here. So yeah, that's superb TV-style animation. My fanny. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this kind of random video showing off the weirdness I store around me, as I also make videos of random weirdness as well. So yeah, now to end this video by zooming into lovely Chef Tony, no wait, Chef Excellence's face.